Like, you may think you're going there to browse, and many people do. These are very expensive. Please don't get suckered into leaving money on the table. Spending a lot of money, guys. You should be able to see what you want, ask the questions that you want from people that know what they're talking about. They're not your friends, although they'll act like they're your friend. Hey everyone, Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing. The 2023 Hershey RV Show is just about a week and a half away or so. Came by so fast.
So excited. I feel like we were just at Tampa.
Yeah, and we did a video very recently. If you were going to the show and you want to know how to navigate it, this is a really important video. We'll link that above. You know, that show is about buying an RV, for the most part. If you're looking to buy an RV, you want to watch this video because there's a lot of tips, a lot of secrets that are going to save you potentially time, money, and heartache.
So let's talk about something really exciting. We've been posting about this. We have new shirts that were just designed. They are RVing in the USA shirts, and this is what they look like.
I'm not wearing mine. It was all sweaty from washing MJ's car before.
This is what it looks like. We have 5 classes of RVs here. Trunk campers, we do love you, but we didn't fit those on the shirt. They come in black, gray, and then there's a green color.
The green's like an OD green, so like not like puke
not
green.
Like bright green. Yeah. We have these. We also have V-necks now, which we just added. A lot of people reached out and they said, do you have V-necks? So we've just added those. So those are really, really exciting. If you want to get these for the show, you have to order them very soon, so you have time to get them shipped to your house. But they're not just for the show. You can order these anytime.
So we'll put the link for that down below.
All right, so let's talk about our meetups. Guys, this is one of our favorite parts of these RV shows, is where we get to finally see you and meet you and the people that have left comments. We finally get to put names to faces, and we love it. So we're going to have 3 meetups. We actually started with 1, and now it's expanded to 3. Here is the final schedule. Hopefully nothing changes. The first one will be Friday, September 15th, and that is going to be at 12 noon to 1 o'clock p.m. That is at the Battleborn booth. That's right outside the Giant Center. When you come out, I believe it's to the right. Then the next 2 are going to be on Saturday. So Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. will be at the Liquid Spring booth. That is also right outside the Giant Center to the left, I believe. And then the next one will be at 1 o'clock. Now this will be 2 hours, 1 to 3. It's a little different. This is, I believe, 7 or 8 content creators, really great channels. A lot of them are on Instagram, and they do short form on YouTube as well. So we will be all together. And guys, the coolest thing about this giveaway with all these other channels is that we are giving away tons of free gifts. So we will be giving away a free mattress. It will be a voucher for a free mattress. We will have there to give away a cooling pillow and weighted blanket, which we'll be giving away.
Also release
cleaner we will also be giving away. Yes, it's awesome. And then all the other channels will be giving things away with companies that they work with. So there's going to be tons of free giveaways. So you're definitely not going to want to miss this meetup. So again, that's Saturday, 1 to 3 p.m. That is going to be in the Giant Center behind the information booth.
Now, talking about one of our meetups are at Liquid Spring. We are back working with Liquid Spring, guys. I know we've gotten some emails and questions if we're still working with them. We've had Liquid Spring there for over 2 years on our motorhome. I just commented, we had a 2,000-mile trip, and I was telling MJ, driving back, we were driving 6 to 8 hours a day. It would not have been possible, like in that Gas Motorhome, without our Liquid Spring. If you don't know what that is, it is one of the best suspension upgrades you can do on your motorhome. We've had ours for about 2 years, and it's an amazing system. And they reached out to us again because they're making their system even better. And what do I mean about this is that this is really exciting.
Very exciting.
They're going to be debuting at the show. We're going to have our coach retrofitted. It's called the True Earth Leveling system from Liquid Spring, and essentially what it is going to do, it is going to replace your leveling jacks. It's pretty awesome. So if you're familiar with the older diesel motorhomes, they would have air leveling, right? Which you could level with the airbags. Liquid Spring doesn't use airbags. They actually have like a silicone base fluid in there that reacts within milliseconds to different scenarios for your suspension. But you're gonna be able to level with that system, and it's pretty awesome. You're gonna be able to level both pitch, front to back, roll, side to side. You're gonna have an auto option where you could just hit auto.
Goodbye levelers.
Goodbye. Well, if you have levelers, you can either take them off or they could be redundancy. You're also gonna be a manual option, which is pretty awesome. It's going to be way faster than what your levelers are. It's virtually silent. And I was talking to Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. He said, Izzy, this thing is absolutely amazing. He goes, you don't even know what's happening. You just hit it and it works. We can't wait to see this in person. We're gonna be doing a video with Wayne Wells, and we're going to have our unit retrofitted when it's ready. It's not out per se right now, but it will be very soon. So when you meet us at the Liquid Spring booth, ask them about it because we're really excited about it and it's pretty awesome. And we're so glad to be working with them again because that is one upgrade we did on our RV that has been absolutely flawless. And everybody that's bought it, they have told us like that is the best upgrade they've ever did to their motorhome. So if you're interested in test driving one of their demo units, which they will have at least one there to see what it's like for yourself, we're gonna put their information as well as the information from Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring, we're gonna put it down below.
Before we get into the buying tips now, let's just talk a little bit about how you're gonna be able to see the show if you can't make it. As always, guys, we'll be bringing the show to you. We will be going live every day from the show, from different manufacturers' areas, so you get to see a wide variety of RVs. So make sure that you are subscribed and you turn the notification bell on so you know when we go live. There won't be really set times. You just want to keep your eyes open. And if you miss it, you can always watch the replays, but we'll be bringing you a lot of different RV tours.
And what's great about the Hershey show versus the Tampa show, at the Hershey show is when most of the 24s are on display, right? Tampa, you got the 24s, but you're gonna have the newest ones at the Hershey show. All right, so let's get into the secrets and the buying tips. And if you're new to shows, you might not know a lot of these things because we didn't.
No, we did not.
So number one thing, these shows are put on by dealerships in conjunction with the manufacturers. 100%, the point of this show is to sell you stuff. Like you may think you're going there to browse, and many people do. There will be salesmen. They will be asking you, can they help you? They will be trying to sell you things. 100%. If you go in not planning to buy an RV, don't make that mistake and just get sucked into it.
Yeah, it can be a very emotional experience when you walk into the show because you walk on and all these beautiful new RVs. I mean, it happens to us every time.
Listen,
like, oh, this looks great. Don't get sucked in if you're not ready.
Yeah, when we go there early in the morning, they're detailing those RVs every day. They are the nicest that they will look. You'll never see them looking that good on a lot.
So the next tip is that you don't buy an RV and then drive it home the next day. You're not going to just drive it off the lot.
Work?
Yeah, because again, these are things that we didn't know when we went to our first Hershey show when we were looking. So when you purchase an RV, you will be getting it, you know, maybe a few weeks later, or you can custom order, which is what we did when we bought Nellie. So we waited months,
6 months
to get her. Yeah.
With that said, you may be buying a unit that's on display, but you're not going to be able to like drive it out, right? So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a minimum a couple of days after that show's done to get that display.
And just keep in mind that there's going to be many people walking on and off. A lot of times they will
display
they mark sold and they will lock some of them. I think the King Air, you know, the higher end ones in Tampa, that's something to remember also. Next tip, if you're wondering, are you able to test drive? Yes, there are many units at the show available to test drive.
Not all of them. Now, a lot of the dealerships that are going to be there will have a dealership close by. So if there's a particular unit that you want to test drive, you may have to go to that dealership to test drive it. Here's the tip, guys. You don't have to leave a deposit, a good faith deposit, to test drive a motorhome. If you're serious about, if you're a tire kicker, just don't bother. But if you're serious about buying a motorhome, say, listen, I'm not leaving. I want to test drive this. And you have that option. These are very expensive. Please don't get suckered into leaving money on the table to test drive motorhomes.
I think most of them are very good about that, about letting people try them out.
The next tip, there are used inventory available for sale. They won't be at the show, but what you may see a lot of times is that dealerships may have like a board of used inventory. Or if you ask a salesman, hey, I like that motorhome, do you have that used? It may not be at that show, it may not be at the local dealer, but if you have like a big chain deal, like say General RV, they may have it at a different location. So the show's almost all new units, but there are used units available for sale.
The next really, really important tip is you're going to see all over the different RVs show price, the best show price. That is not the best price. You have to remember that, and you want to work with that.
Yeah, we are in a time that's very different from 2 years ago. Sales are down a lot. We promise you that dealerships are going to be negotiating to get your business. Like MJ said, it's just a negotiation. Now, the price, all different dealerships are going to advertise a certain price. Here's all that matters. What are you paying out the door? With the fees and whatever else. What is the final price that you're paying? Because listen, this is a game that's being played, right?
What do you want to pay monthly?
How much is this going to cost me at the end of the loan? Or if you're buying cash, how much am I paying when everything's done? That's what matters.
Because they can take that monthly price and spread it
Stretching
out,
it out.
you know, and you'll be paying, you know, for the rest of your life.
Now let's talk about financing. Listen, financing, interest rates are up high. You don't have to finance through a dealership. If you are serious, you can have your loan pre-approved. You can have your credit union, whatever. Negotiate the price. And if you want to bring your own finances to the table, you can do that. A lot of times dealerships will just match that. The next important tip, guys, is that whatever you negotiate at the show or the best price at the show, it doesn't mean that once the show ends, that price, like that's it. That is completely not true. Maybe in 2021, guys, we came back from RV1 up in Albany a couple of months ago. They still had units from 2022 on their lot. You could only imagine. I am pretty confident saying that the price that RV sold for is going to be way better in 23 than it was in 22.
Right. But however, remember that if you do get a price that you are really, really comfortable with, go for it. The next recommendation we have, guys, is we highly recommend don't leave a non-refundable deposit. You don't want to get stuck losing that money. And as we always say on this channel, it's really, really important for you to get qualified third-party inspection of that RV. Again, if you're buying new or used somewhere else, whatever. So just remember, get that inspection.
Yeah, and then your contract should be contingent upon a successful inspection and those issues being resolved. If you don't get that in your contract, if a dealership refuses to have third-party inspectors, they're going to charge you extra, just walk away. There's plenty of dealerships out there. This is 100% a buyer's market.
Yeah, this is very different from 2020 and 2021. Another tip, know that dealers do sell other brands even though they may not be at the show.
For example, our friend Matt, General RV, they usually have like the Fleetwood, Discovery, American Coach. That does not mean that General RV doesn't sell Newmar and Tiffin, because they do. They're just not at the show. So if you see a RV that you like, and with that being said, shop the dealerships against each other. So RV1 will have traditionally Newmar. If they give you a price, go over and see Matt, right? Go to General and see, hey, can you beat this price? Again, out the door price is all that matters. Or go to whoever else. This is not just Matt, anybody else. Shop those prices.
And speaking of Matt, Matt will be at the show. He will have his tent, as always, in the same spot that he normally does, which is in the main drag there in front. He will be selling his liquefied. So if you're interested in picking up some of that, or you just have questions about buying an RV, go see Matt.
Now let's talk about salespeople, guys. We mentioned this earlier in the video. That shows 100% to sell you an RV. Salespeople, for the most part, have training on how to sell you stuff. They're not your friends. And that's not to say that they're bad people. They're there to sell you a product. They're not your friends, although they'll act like they're your friend.
You remember, we always tell the story from when we were shopping. Remember the guy got, and he was very nice. Bought us lunch. He was texting
and we
us
took
like,
the lunch. Of course, we took. If you get free lunch, take lunch.
But we've met, so I want to make a point. We've met so many salespeople. That guy from, is it Campers Inn?
Yes.
What's his name? I can't remember his name, but we've made a lot of connections, and there are some really, really great salespeople. So don't take this the wrong way. But as Izzy said,
this is a business deal.
It's a sale.
Right. You're there to pay the least. They're there to make the most. And as long as you have that understanding going in, you know, it's a respectable transaction.
Another really important tip, not all salespeople know what they're talking about. We know some really intelligent, well-versed salesmen, well-versed in their product.
It's funny because we've been to many of these shows and a lot of dealerships, and we know the faces.
Right.
And then there's a lot of times there's new faces.
Right. And these are what you call show dogs. So show dogs are people that are specifically hired just for the show. They don't really have a lot of experience. They're just kind of slapped there to sell you an RV. You have to do your due diligence. You go in there knowing the products that you're looking for so you can kind of keep a leg up.
So the Hershey Show is a great place to see a bunch of different RVs at one location. Now, the drawback is that there's a ton of people there. You don't really get that intimate environment, especially if you're buying like a higher end motorhome. Spending a lot of money, guys. You should be able to see what you want, ask the questions that you want from people that know what they're talking about, test drive them. But there's another show that's coming up next year.
So next June 4th through 7th, we've done a video on this. We'll link that up above. It is called the Music City Motorhome Expo, and this is being run through NIRVC. Basically what it is a premier intimate VIP shopping experience. So there will be all the 2025 models there before they're seen anywhere else. Hershey Show to anywhere. You will see them first there. You will be fed 3 meals a day and 2 snacks per day. You will have happy hour, yes, drinks, all you want, high class entertainment.
And you're gonna have full hookups. Here's the great thing, guys. It's going to be limited to about 200 to 300 people with about 200 to 300 coaches there.
Right.
And you're gonna have the product developers, the engineers, the manufacturers, all the components. They're gonna have seminars. So you have 3 days to ask whatever you want, test drive whatever you want, see whatever you want, and then up to 1 year to make a decision on it.
You're probably wondering how much this is. And the reason we're bringing this up is this is an alternative to the show. We're very excited to go. We're gonna
be there.
Gonna be there the whole time. It's kind of gonna be like a meetup for us because we're gonna get to see people that we haven't done a meetup in a while. So we're really, really excited to be a part of it. How much is it? It will be $1,500 per coach. So that covers 2 people, all the meals, drinks, everything that we talked about. If you purchase a coach within 1 year from the expo, you will get that $1,500 back to you.
Listen, if you're
Cool.
if you're browsing, it's not the place for you.
Right,
If you're
right.
serious about buying a motorhome, whether it's a van, C, Class A, and you want to be sure what you're getting, this is the place to go, guys.
Yeah.
And nobody else has done it like this. And NRVC has the best prices in the country, best service, all of that. If you want more information, we'll put the link down below.
So in the comments below, let us know, are you going to the Hershey RV Show? Are we going to see you? We hope so. We're really, really excited.
Yeah, stop by one of those meetups. We look forward to seeing everybody. If you like videos like this to the left of us, we're gonna put our RV tours playlist, we'll put our RV newbies playlist, and for myself and MJ, it's a journey of a lifetime, and we'll see you on the road.